Hi everyone! In this video I will be reading Showtime for Clarabelle. One afternoon after ballet class, Minnie, Daisy, Lily, Clarabelle, and Penny were on their way to the dressing room. As they walked down the hall, they noticed a big poster. It read, "Dancers Wanted, the Nutcracker Ballet auditions next Wednesday. Theater of Music and Dance. See Mr. Charles Bennett, producer." Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could dance in the real ballet? We've all been working very hard in class, so I think we have a chance. Let's try out for the ballet, Minnie suggested as she changed into her dress. Good idea, agreed Daisy. Maybe we could all dance in it together, said Lily Lamb. We'd have so much fun, added Penny, excited by the thought. But Clarabelle said nothing. She stuffed her leotard into her bag and dashed out the door. Minnie picked up her things and ran after Clarabelle. "Wait for me," she called, but Clarabelle kept right on walking. When Minnie caught up with Clarabelle, she saw tears in her friend's eyes. "What's wrong, Clarabelle?" Minnie asked. "Oh, Minnie, I don't want to try out for ballet. I know I'm not good enough," Clarabelle said. "But you dance as well as any of us, Clarabelle," Minnie said. "And you're tall and graceful, besides." "You mean tall and clumsy?" Clarabelle cried. "Anyway, I don't know all the dance steps as well as you do." "I have an idea," Minnie said. "Come to my house tomorrow afternoon. We'll practice our steps together. Then we'll both be ready for the audition next week." "Well, all right, if you think so," Clarabelle said. The next afternoon, Clarabelle went to Minnie's house to practice. Minnie played the music to the Nutcracker, and they rehearsed their dance steps. Together they stood on their toes, pirouetted, leaped, and twirled. Minnie watched Clarabelle move gracefully across the floor. "You're a really good dancer, Clarabelle," Minnie said. "I know you'll get a part in the ballet. If you promise to stay next to me at the audition, I'll try to dance well, Minnie. But my feet are so big and my legs are so long," Clarabelle said. On the day of the audition, all the girls went to the theater. The footlights shone on the stage and music filled the air. Mr. Bennett, the producer, called the dancers to the stage in small groups. Clarabelle made sure that she stood next to Minnie. Mr. Bennett made notes on a yellow pad as he watched everyone dance. Minnie looked at Clarabelle out of the corner of her eye. She winked and said, "You're doing great." When everyone had auditioned, Mr. Bennett came to the stage to announce the names of the dancers who had been chosen. "I hope we all make it," Penny whispered. "Oh," Daisy said, "I can feel my heart pounding." "There are lots of dancing parts in the Nutcracker. I think we have a good chance," Lily said. Mr. Bennett cleared his throat and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to announce the dancers for this year's performance of the Nutcracker. When your name is called, please step forward." He looked at his yellow pad and said, "Minnie Mouse." Everyone clapped as Minnie came forward. Mr. Bennett checked his pad again and called, "Daisy Duck, Lily Lamb, Penny Pooch." Then he stopped to take a drink of water. "I knew it," Clarabelle cried. "I wasn't picked, because I didn't dance well, and I'm too clumsy." Then Mr. Bennett looked at his pad and announced, "Clarabelle Cow." Clarabelle couldn't believe her ears. She smiled and took her place next to Minnie. "You see," Minnie whispered, "I knew you could do it." Clarabelle and Minnie were picked to be the pair of the toy soldiers. Daisy, Penny, and Lily were chosen to dance as golden angels in the Sugar Plum Fairy Chorus. Everybody practiced hard all week long. Finally, it was time for a dress rehearsal. First, Penny, Lily, and Daisy put on their golden angel costumes and started spinning in graceful circles. Then Minnie and Clarabelle tried on their soldier costumes. They marched up and down in their shiny boots and leaped across the stage. But when Minnie landed, she tripped on her wooden sword and twisted her ankle. "Ouch, my ankle, it hurts," Minnie cried. Everybody helped Minnie to her feet, but she could hardly walk. Mr. Bennett wrapped a bandage around Minnie's ankle and drove her home. "I sure hope you'll be better tomorrow," he said. "Opening night is just 2 days away, and all the tickets have been sold." But the next day, Minnie was not better. Her ankle was sprained, and she had to have a bandage wrapped around it. Minnie went to the theater to tell everybody the bad news. When Mr. Bennet saw Minnie's ankle, he said, "I'm afraid Minnie won't be able to dance, but the show must go on. Tomorrow is opening night, and it's too late to get another dancer." He turned to Clarabelle and said, "I'm afraid you'll have to dance by yourself as the toy soldier." "Oh no," Clarabelle cried. "How can I dance on that big stage all by myself with everybody looking at me?" "Just do your best," Daisy said. "We're all counting on you to save the show," Minnie said. "I know you can do it." I wish Clarabelle had more confidence in herself. How can I make her believe she can dance without me? I have to think of a way to help her. On the day of the performance, Clarabelle went to Minnie's house and worried all afternoon. "If you're not with me, Minnie, I'll trip and fall. I just know it," she said. Minnie hugged her friend and said, "I'll be there when you start to dance tonight. It will be just like dancing together. I promise. You'll be surprised. Just wait and see." That night, there was a lot of excitement in the theater. Clarabelle peeked out at the audience. Every seat was full, but Minnie was nowhere to be seen. "Where is Minnie?" Clarabelle wondered. "She promised to be here." Then the lights dimmed, the curtain went up, the music started, and soon it was Clarabelle's turn to dance. Clarabelle's heart was pounding. She swallowed hard and tried not to cry. "Where is Minnie? If only Minnie were here," she thought. Suddenly, Clarabelle heard someone call to her from the side of the stage. Clarabelle looked around and saw a familiar figure standing in the wings. It was Minnie. She was wearing her toy soldier hat and moving along with the music as best she could. Clarabelle smiled. "Hooray! Minnie's dancing along with me after all," she thought. Clarabelle danced out to the center of the stage. She leaped and twirled and danced better than ever before. When the performance was over and the curtain came down, Clarabelle could hear the audience clapping, cheering, and stamping its feet. "Clarabelle, Clarabelle," they shouted. "Bravo, bravo!" When Clarabelle stepped in front of the curtain to take a bow, Mr. Bennet bought her a big bouquet of red roses. "You saved our show," he said. "You are a brave and talented ballerina." "I knew Clarabelle could do it if she tried hard enough. Good for her. Maybe she'll have more confidence from now on." Clarabelle ran backstage. She hugged Minnie and gave her the roses. "These are really yours," she said. I couldn't have danced without you. But you did dance without me. You were out there all by yourself, and you were wonderful," said Minnie. "Thanks to you," Clarabelle said, and she smiled a happy smile for the first time that day. The end. Thank you for watching.